de sin gran Asere ya se ha hecho popular, de sin gran Asere ya se ha hecho popular, porque en la lengua yoruba ay nada más es quererte ensandungar. Por eso yo soy Asere. Por eso yo soy Asere. Y te invito a guarachar. Ey, ey, por eso yo soy Asere. Por eso yo soy Asere.
It's very, very interesting for me to hear this music and to play music like Mahavishnu Orchestra or play even with Jack Bruce. But my approach is fundamentally the same. It's got a Latin root, and it kind of sets me off from everybody else. I think that that's one of the things about music that is very, very clear. Music will tell the world who you are based on what you present and how you present it. You can't lie through that medium. So therefore, I find myself trying to connect again the dots and to learn. And through this relationship with Asere, it's helping me to connect. It's like I'm on this search to find out who I am, and it's coming through the music. Well, when I was born in Cologne, my parents, having a rough time with the gold and silver standard in Panama, chose to come to the United States to see if they could fare better. I remember leaving to come to New York. The ship was called the Cristobal, I think. It was the winter of 1947. And we landed in Harlem. Somehow I ended up in Brooklyn's Bedford-Stuyvesant district on Chauncey Street, number 89, where we lived for a few years until about from 47, I guess 48, till 1957 or so. Music was all around me, primarily either Latin music, of one, or either folklorico, típico, as they call it in Panama, or jazz. It was a tough time, and I think my parents kept in the back of their mind the whole segregationist mentality of the States to a greater degree at that time than it is now, maybe. And so therefore, they sought to try to avoid certain problems before they raised their ugly heads, which was one, to communicate, because I think Caribbean Latin people were looked upon as even more second class than black people who spoke English, to one degree or another, unfortunately. And so my parents didn't want to get involved in being typecast in some way, which would lessen their abilities to earn a living and put some bread on the table for us. My folks who spoke Spanish and were born in Panama did not want a lot of trouble or to draw any attention to us. So they just never spoke it, and so therefore I lost it. And that was kind of a shame. But now I'm struggling to regain it before I'm dead.
Lo siento mucho por ti, mi soledad ya no duele. Que digo mal corazón bien habla de las mujeres tierra. Lo siento mucho por ti, mi soledad no duele. Ay, que digo mal corazón bien habla. I'm looking at it in my mouth and saying something else.
It's serious for me. This is something that deals with my family, so I want to get it right. And so it's a lot of fun. You know, it's brings a lot of good memories back. Who I am, where we came from. So it's like it's home again somehow. Felt like I had 8 left feet. Nothing seemed to move the very first time. Second day, I felt a lot better. I just need to settle down in my head and figure out which comes first, the chicken or the egg, and then do it. But take it seriously. This is not a joke. This is something that is heritage and to be taken very seriously. So I try to do the best I can. It will take me a little while, but I'm enjoying every moment. You know, the learning curve is pretty steep, but I don't even feel like that's a problem at all. It's, you know, either I'm going to do it or I'm not. And it's not about not doing it. You know, that's just not an option. This will get done.
Háblame de ti, cuéntame de amores. Lo siento mucho por ti, mujer. Ya no creo en tus amores. Lo siento mucho por ti, mi soledad ya no duele. Oye, que lo digo yo que estoy aquí. El corazón quien habla de las mujeres. Yo era feliz contigo y todo se derrumbó. Ahora vienes hacia mí pidiendo cosa linda, que te entregue mi perdón. Mi soledad ya no duele. Oh, lo, 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 lo. Oye, dale 3, Ray.
Make you wanna holler the way they do my life.
Yeah, okay.
Make you wanna holler the way they do my life.
Yeah, okay.
Hey.
Now I just have to remember. Fantastic. You can, I mean, it's just me and him together. It's just. And we have a hip hop. transition section that's added to. You know, lead lines, passing tones in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be, and it should be stronger. Not louder, but stronger. Yeah. What do you think about duet between flugelhorn and vocal? Sorry? The same phrasing as the voice and the voice and flugelhorn together.
Yeah, we can do together.
If you can do that, it'd be very nice, very nice. And I mean, it's very simple, man. You don't have to fill in a whole lot of stuff. I really hate to tell someone how to play their instrument. The direction is more important than the notes. You know, just think that direction, but you put the notes in. So it's still that personality. You know, just be more clear about what you want to say and how you want to say it, based on the format that I've given you, which is a very wide boulevard in which you can run. Yeah, just like the voice. Yeah, just like the he phrases. Yeah, together. Yeah, or as he sings. You know what I mean? What I mean, John? Inner City Blues, which was done originally by Marvin Gaye. Well, I feel like it's Havana meets Detroit. But so what? It could be San Juan meets Spanish Harlem, or it's the same. The music is presenting the same making the same statement, social statement. You know, there's a lot of pain about what's going on. You know, and in lower income environments around the world, could be Shanghai, Tianjin. You're gonna find a ghetto any place. It's all about how the music is presented, and for us to play this in the Latin, with that Latin feeling like that we have. It's based around the fact that we've lived it in some way, shape, or form. We've been through this stuff. And that's what comes through the music, and that's what I think is the binding force between us. There's no rich people here. We're only rich in the art, and that's about it. So we present this to the public as who we really are, which is what music to me is fundamentally all about. It's my personal history, where I've been, and where I am now, and in my future. It's all based on what I play. Combine that with everybody else in Asere, and this is who we are now. This piece showcases Latin percussion to some degree, with congas, of course, and a little bit of bell. But the feeling is kind of there. It's something that is inherent fundamentally in a lot of Latin music.
chance to increase finance. This pile up sky high. Oh no, don't send that boy off to die.
When you have that feeling and it locks in with drum set or rhythm section, everybody tends to go in a very, very strong direction. The Caribbean element tends to force us to. It's very, very difficult to avoid that, to go against that grain. And this is reflective of the communal drumming aspect that's inherent in any community. Any community fundamentally where you have proletariats of people who are not economically stable necessarily, you know, on any high level, they tend to have a richness that comes from their past societies on levels that transcend the money game. In music, it's safe to say that you have many, many more people who are rich through heritage than you could compare with people who just got rich. They made some money, but there's nothing behind it. They found some way to make some bucks. But all they can do is buy, but they can't buy the music. Maybe that's why many people are very afraid of the music.
Fact is, no, I can't pay my taxes. If you wanna hold and so won't bother my hand. Make you wanna hold and so won't bother my hand. Crying, increasing, trigger happy, policing. Spreading, God knows where we're heading. Make you wanna hold it.
Ale, quédate un poquito para acá, ¿cierto? ¿Quién más que el uno aquí?
Nice, very nice. Wonderful. What's really interesting for me is that I'm feeling the bongos as being the binding element, you know, pato, 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 pato. And if everything is in sync, it's very rewarding, you know. If everybody is moving and feeling and absorbing this pattern, you know, it's not about hearing. It's about interpreting what you hear. First, you got to hear it. Okay, so now your ears are clean and you've got no wax in them. But after that, it's about interpreting the patterns. What do they mean and how to work with this pattern? It may not be exactly, it's definitely not the hands of a specialist like Luz, who would play this, you know, in his special way, and everybody, it would be locked right in. This is me, and I'm the drummer in the band, playing drum set. So drum set player playing bongos. Fine. Still, we have to control this. It has to be done in a way that provides security to everyone. And that I feel I get give and take from everybody in the band. Everyone wants to make this a success musically. So therefore we work together. If the tempo goes up, we all go up together in the tempo. If it comes down together, but it's still musical. That's what it's all about, working in a group like this. This is communal. I mean, it's communal music. This is what it's all about. It can be Cuba, Panama, can be Nigeria. You know, it is South America. It's what we do. It's what we're about. It talks about a lot of different homes, but how all the homes are fundamentally the same in that region. You know, people can relate to this. If you live in Cuba, Colombia, Venezuela, Panama, Chile, Bolivia, it's the same. Being in Cuba, I think it was 78 or 79, I was at the Ed Graham studio, I think it's what it's called, and I met Chucho Valdez, Enrique Pla, Tati Juena, and many other musicians, not a few, but like incredible amount of people. Paquito de Rivera, and the names would come and go. And I saw things that I never thought about before, like the way Pla was playing at the time. He was playing his drum set as if it were a set of congas, only he was playing them with sticks. And he played these patterns that I never thought about, how this happened. And then I smiled to myself when I listened to David, the lead vocalist here. He's playing on the snare drum, the same kind of concept. And I found the connection between that concept and, of course, certain patterns that are in Brazil. Same way. And I found that these things had a root, you know, and again, it pushed me to learn more about where these patterns were coming from, how people were developing, how they approached playing the drum set. That was a concept that was developed in the United States, as far as I know, primarily, and then adopted by different regions, musicians in different regions of the world, especially in the Caribbean. It's very unique. In playing with Asere, it opens up these possibilities. I start to take what they've got and combine it with what I know so far, and out comes this hybrid. And that's what makes it all worthwhile for me, is that the music continues to progress in some way through individual concepts that have been gathered on a personal basis, and with the idea that you can come back and resubmit this to the group, and the group then becomes a different personality unto itself. And this is what it's all about for me. So, I mean, the connection with Asere is quite natural.
Seguro que sí. Oye, ahí nomás. Come on, come on, come on.
people listen to each other, and once they feel comfortable with certain basic fundamental aspects of performance, like playing time, where the time, I should say, the feeling is consistent. People tend to feel more comfortable about working together because they know that they're able to accomplish a specific goal, because they have a binding element, and that is everyone agrees on how to treat the tempo. Once that happens, then it's all about being more harmonious inside the musical foundations that we have, the format that we have. We share ideas. With Luz, the same, to a lesser degree, because we don't have to talk much. Vicente is kind of my guide. He tells me verbally, almost, and also with body language, when to play what. I mean, I can get directions also from Michel in the front, who is leading and is playing trumpet. There'll be things that I have to watch. Key for me is to watch and to interpret what I see. This is coming from training at school and symphony orchestra work and all that. The whole band, everybody in this band is my conductor. I'm the odd man out. I've just come in. I've got no business assuming that everything is going to be, assuming the music is going to be okay. I know it all. Far from it. I'm just learning at the moment. And the objective is to remember that there's much to key on. So therefore, I'm keying on primarily Vicente and then Luz. And as long as we're tight, everything is, if we're working together, then, you know, with Pata, the world is open. We can do whatever we want.
Yo soy Asere.
I get surprised because sometimes the approach to the rhythm is a lot simpler than I thought it would be in terms of one individual. Like say Vicente will play a part on conga that is kind of almost bare bones in comparison to what the whole pattern sounds like. But when I listen on a record, I think it's him playing everything. And then all of a sudden I listen to Luz and he's playing something that fits inside this pattern. Or Patah's playing bass inside. Everything is hooked together. And I go, well, right. Being on the inside, you tend to see, feel, understand better about the personalities involved and how. Like for instance, listening to Luz play the cowbell, there's about 18 different sounds on the bell. It depends on how it's approached. This is intense. Everyone listens to each other. And not just listens, but absorbs what everyone else is doing. So therefore, there are no train wrecks, which I feel is a tribute to the sensitivity and the respect that, the high level of respect that the music garners and commands of all of us when we play. This music is to be respected on a very high level and very intricate level. There are no borders. There's no horizon, I mean, to grasp. We can only be successful based on our own ability to work together. We have to be able to share And as long as we keep an open mind as to the possibilities of being able to play the music for what it will bring us, which time can only tell, we'll be successful. The success will come with what we put into it, the formula that we devise for the music. I'm not talking about practicing every day and so many hours a day. It's about what we have to say through the music. If the formula is right, we'll be okay.
Oye, que dame tu corazón en primavera, de la manera que tú quieres que te quiera. Anda bailando, bailando, oh, solo que me llama. Y es como el trovador que necesita tu presencia. Oye, como llegó, seguro que sí. Thank you. United States and Cuba together. Romántica. De una manera romántica, romántica, con una forma magnífica. De una manera romántica, romántica, con una forma magnífica.